Hi, this is Jack Johnson, first black heavyweight champion of the world, introducing boxing, beats, and rhymes. Let's go! All right, people, let's go. Let's do this. Yes! All right. First things first. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We never watch the Olympic ceremony, you know. We never watch that blood clot. I know so that them are gonna do some weird business that me don't want to sit on the screen. Yeah? Funny man business and funny old man business. You know what I mean? You get me? They want to watch that blood clot. Yeah. That man start cussing bad word and everything. You know what I mean? With them unsanitary, unfucking godly thing. They like, nah. Olympics is supposed to be wholesome and righteous. You get me? You get me? Yeah. Yes, fam. Let's get the feed up, you know what I mean? Let's get the feed. Let's get the stream. Hit the like button if you can. If you can spare me a like, that'd be appreciated. You know what I mean? I don't ask for much, bro. I don't even ask for much. Just spare me a like. You know what I'm saying? Just spare me a like. You can't stand Clarissa Shields as a person. Toughy man. Is that the Caroline Dubois? I didn't get to it. I did want to get to it, base. I'm definitely going to get to it. If I didn't go live, I would have probably listened to that. I didn't get to it. But I did a live. Well, I did one earlier this week. But I'll definitely drop it. If you haven't got time, you can maybe explain. Just you could probably tell the people what it's all about if you got time. If you're not, it's no problem. I'll tell them. Base has got a Caroline Dubois interview. He's got some more stuff up there, a lot of media, and some good breakdowns and predictions and good shit. Yeah, there's a link there. If any of the regulars want to jump in, let's talk some boxing, man. Let's do that. Let's do that. You know what I mean? If any of the regs want to talk some boxing, you're welcome. Just don't over talk me. You know what I mean? Just don't over talk the host. And we're good, isn't it? You know what I mean? Jerome Benjamin, Toughy man. What is it you don't like about Clarissa? You see that, Toughy man? That's not good enough. You can't just say you don't like her. You got to give me some specifics. What is it? The hair? The way she acts? The talk? Give me some specifics things she did. Come on, man. You got to get into the nitty-gritty. You got to be more detailed. You got to get it more definition than that, son. You know what I mean? Can't take the fucking vague comments, fucking blanket statements, dog. You got to get deeper, deep. Got to go deep. Come on. Yeah. BG London, Daniel Cole, what's up? Daniel is working. You see, Daniel is a working man. You know what I'm saying? A working man. Doing his thing. Grinding. Because London is expensive, bruh. London is flipping expensive, mate. Yeah. Yeah, Clarissa back to big Naras Jerome. Yeah, big old butt, Clarissa. Got back to big old blood. Mark Leacock, what's good? Yeah, you want to just smack it in it. just ping, ping them. Social James, what's good? Jay Woods, what's happening? Toby Bartlett. Kieran, combing his headpiece. Been trying to get on one of these for a little while. Big up, comb. The one. What do you think about Usyk saying Fury was the toughest fight of his career? And he had the best ring IQ and defense. When he's in the ring, he would know. Well, who else is giving him a tougher fight, really? You'd have to. I'd probably agree that was his toughest fight. Yeah, tougher than probably the AJ fight was tough in periods. What was the closer fight actually? The Fury fight or the AJ second fight? The AJ, I mean, like, was in it until the last couple of rounds. God make Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, said Jerome Benjamin. Word to Shabba, yeah, what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? What I mean? Until Shabba, man, don't deal with blasphemous business. Yeah. I listen, man. I saw a little bit of what they were doing on fucking Twitter. I said, look, what fucking hell, bro? Listen, bro. Fucking, this world is just a mess, rude boy. Just fucking messy, innit? Fucking messy. Combing his headpiece says second Joshua fight was closer until the 10th. Have you noticed, right, in America with this Kamala Harris and Donald Trump Biden shit, right? Now they brought a black woman in. They always seem to pull out these black persons saying, we're not going to vote for Kamala just because she's black. But there's not a white person who would say that. So it's almost like they're drafting out the black people to say what a lot of non-blacks want to say. The race politics out there are hard. It's hard out there. But I tell you, America is ill. America, man, you're in some different fucking level, bro. Some different like, what's the difference between the UK? Is it a little more subtle perhaps here? Don't make it any better. You know what I'm saying? Don't make it any better. BG. Yeah. Big up BG London. AJ was shocked the way Usyk came back. AJ thought he had it in the bag not in the bag, but he probably thought, yeah, I've got it from here. My man, come back in the final rounds. Pissed that night, bro. Fury fight went one-way traffic after the 6th. Yeah, it did. It did actually. Yeah. Hey, listen, they both lost anyway. Like, he can say he was in it. They both lost. Both AJ and Fury. Guzzy, the Manchester thing is going crazy as well. What's happening in Manchester, Guzzy? What's in Manchester? What's happening in Manchester? Oh, yeah. I've been at the airport. Yeah. The airport thing. Yeah. that don't look right. Yeah, they try to tell me, yeah, why don't you go and march tomorrow? I'm not march for no bomber clock, nobody, yeah? Been done with all that now. You know what I mean? My big fucking one man, no march, no nothing. Done with all that. What will be, will be. I'm done with all that. March. So the police could see me in the march and then, yeah, see him there. Yeah, see him. I'll put him up on us, man. Yeah, illegal search up in the vehicle and go plant fucking shit in there. Oh dear. Dear, oh yeah, it was nasty though. It was nasty. What that old bull did, you know what I mean? We call him back in that old bull. No, we call him old bill, we call him old bull. I mean, yeah, it was nasty. It was nasty what you did there. Yes. Yes. It was rather nasty. It was rather nasty, have to be said. And then you had Leeds the other week. What happened in Leeds, man? What happened in Leeds? Man, flip over the squad car now. Flip it over now. Yeah. Fact, you know. Hey, listen. The race rats ain't too far off, bro. Man better get in the gym. Man better get in the gym and start working out in case anything goes off. Anything goes off. The race rats. You don't know who's got. I'm not even saying white. I'm not saying white against black. It could be fucking. You know what I mean? Black against black. Muslims on black. Black on Muslims. White on. It could go anywhere right now. You know what I mean? Anyone could fucking try and chin you, innit? Yeah. Who's Bobby Green? Mouthy Scouser. Pimple. JDN. Yeah, he stamped in his head. Big up Lennox. Yeah, he stamped in his head, man. It was a kick and stamp. Yeah, it was a kick and stamp. He was going for it, bro. He was going. That was nasty. That was nasty. It was nasty. It was very nasty. Very nasty. Yeah. Toby Bartlett. I don't follow the news because it's only bad stuff they want to report on. Well, that's all what's out there. It looks like, isn't it? That's all what's out there. You know what I'm saying? Everything in the United Kingdom is expensive, bro. Everything's expensive. There's nothing you can get cheap, nothing at all, right? And it's getting harder and harder financially. Yeah, the tolerance amongst the so-called indigenous and the migrants, that's getting off the chain. That's off the chain right now. And yes, we could be on the cusp of riots. I'm not going to put the other four-letter word prefix before it, but yo, that's where it's going right now. And it might like just riots of discontent. People ain't got no money in their pocket, bro. They ain't got no money in their pocket. No money in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Comedy headpiece. What's good, bro?
Yo, Beats. I mean, I've been watching this show for years, so I thought I'd hop in. It's been it's been a while.
All right. So what's on your mind, bro? What's on your mind today?
Um, Probably the Loma situation and the Loma Shakur Davis. I've been wondering what's going on there. Like I thought Loma would want that fight with Tank. Now he's had the opportunity, but it seems like he's gone cold on it.
So all right. So what's your take then? Why don't you think he wants it? What's he playing at?
I just don't think he's as confident as he was when Tank was a bit greener. I think if he thought, I think when he saw Tank earlier, he might have seen holes in his game or might not seen enough in him before. But at this point, he just, I don't know, maybe he feels he's slowing down. Maybe he's not as confident. That's what I mean. I think he also had the opportunity to take Shakur on before, and he didn't take that as well. So I don't know if he's just feeling more vulnerable. He's just seeing more mortality about himself. But it's not a good look to step out in a fight like that. I mean, you're only in the division to unify as it is. You've got a belt, so I think he should. I think he should get in there. And if he loses, he loses. But go and do
Well,
it.
that's what I always thought boxing was about. If you lose, you lose. But he's got media and fan base who are basically saying he deserves to duck. He's done so much in the game, and of course, because Tank ducked him, he can duck Tank. But at the same time, if he's taking a year out of the sport, what does that mean? That means there's a queue of challengers waiting to get their shot while he's playing flipping happy families or whatever, or getting his head right, all right, ducking. But they don't care about that. All they care about is Loma, 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 Bob Arum, Loma, Loma, Loma. That's all they care about.
That's true, and I think the fact is I think he's 36. So I mean, there's no point hanging around. You're not gonna get any. You're not gonna get any better at this point. So there's no point waiting around. It's to your disadvantage, I believe, if he starts waiting around. So just go out there and make some money. And if you win, you win. If you lose, you can go out into the sunset. Like, yeah. And it's gonna.
Would you like to see him retire, or just give up the belt? One of the two in it.
I mean, if he's gonna stick around and just take on mandatories that people don't want to see, then I'd suggest retire because it's not gonna reflect well on your legacy after it all. I mean, you did that. I saw the video you put up the other day where you're like, when you go through his resume, it's not aging well. And yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, yeah. I mean, the Nakata, he was a Japanese guy he beat, who I thought looked quite good against Tio. Was it Nakatani?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one looks solid, but I mean,
they're
when you
just
go,
solid. Like, all right, Gary
yeah,
Russell he took Gary Russell's you know what I mean? The Nicholas Waters, that was good. He's got good wins, but
yeah,
the resume is not spectacular. It's not that
nah, it's just
spectacular.
solid.
You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
just a solid
not as
one.
much as they talking it up, right? And they probably think that with me, it's because of his color. They can think, I don't give a fuck what they think, man. I don't give a fuck, bro. That don't matter to
Nah,
me. Yeah.
when you
I'll
put,
say what I want to say. Yeah. His resume is okay. It's not that great. Yeah.
yeah, when you hold it up and compare it to, I guess, lightweights of the past, it's not gonna it's
Yeah.
not gonna be anything special.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, would Roberto Duran run from the likes of Tank and Stevenson? No, I don't think he would. I don't think he would at lightweight. You know what I mean? Pernell Whitaker, who did Pernell Whitaker fought a lot of them, bro. He was undisputed. Yeah?
Yeah, it's I don't know. I don't know if it's just the losses to I mean, the Tio loss he lost quite badly. I thought he lost quite comfortably, and the losses to Haney and Tio that's just made him go cold on these fights. Because I didn't see him as someone who ducked beforehand, but now it seems like he's just become
He's
a
not
bit.
as good as they're saying that he is, right? That's the bottom line. He's not as good
Yeah.
as what they're saying. And they don't like when people like me saying it. Yeah? They don't like it. They get mad, but they can get mad. They can get mad. Yeah? If he was that good, he would have took the fight. He could have fought Shakur last year. Yo, he says the war is affecting him. It didn't affect him from beating up Kambosa stuff. It didn't affect him from doing that.
The
So he
war
has
affects
selective
him.
PTSD, yeah? Selective PTSD.
The war affects him when the hard fights are on the table.
Yeah. When you see a hard fight, yeah, better not, you know what I mean? My PTSD might come on. You know what I mean? More like PMS. He's putting back. Man's acting like pussy. You're acting like a pussy. You know what I mean? Keep it real.
I agree with that. I have to agree with that.
You agree, Ham?
Yeah, because it don't make any sense. Like we all thought that as soon as Tank was going to poke his head up, Loma was going to come for the fight, and now we see Loma. He got little heart problems. He got heart issues. It is what it is. And with Shakur, the same thing. I would have thought he would have fought Shakur. But this is what happens. You remember Pacquiao didn't want to take that Terrence Crawford fight. So, they pick and choose.
thing with Manny. Like he ran from that Crawford smoke, ran from it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and he had a lot of people protecting him as well when he did that.
Let's also mention. You remember? I think it was it Loma giving an interview, and then Mikey Garcia showed up, and that fight was supposed to happen, and it didn't. Like I think it's 3 ducks on him. It's Mikey Garcia, Tank, and Shakur. Just so we clear.
Oh yeah, the Mikey fight. I remember. He was
Yeah, he was supposed to fight Mikey. All of a sudden, that didn't work out. But Mikey showed up as like it was like some. Remembering it right.
Yeah, I do recall.
I don't listen. Like if people don't want to call it down the middle, I can't call it down the middle. Like when Tank's Coach Calvin started talking rubbish this week that he doesn't like the Loma, he doesn't like the Shakur fight. Yeah, I burnt him up too. I burnt him up as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm not here to watch the second best fight the second best. I'm here to watch the best play the best. That's the sport where it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? That's where it's supposed to be at. Yeah, I'm not with these people like just following behind people blindly. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't be doing that, bro. So what waste of my time? I might as well watch another sport. The other sports, I don't have to worry about that. See, if I'm watching the Olympics, I know it's going to be the best competing against the best. Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear people talking people out of fights. No, you don't need to take it because you're great. You're the Matrix. You download information at 50 million pounds every flipping, you know what I mean? In clear HD or whatnot. I don't give a shit, dog. I don't give a shit. The reputation don't mean nothing. If Crawford does it, I'll start bombing on Crawford as well. Your reputation don't mean nothing, bro. Yeah?
Nah.
These people want to let fighters live for. No, I don't give a shit, bro. I don't give a shit. Big up Sean Dale Bailey. Big up Stuart T. Boss.
Yeah, I've been over the reputation thing in boxing because people use it as an excuse to get out of fights. Even Canelo, it's been happening with. So.
Yeah, Canelo's annoying. He's another one who's annoying.
So it was happening with Fury when Fury was saying who he doesn't want to fight and what he wants to do. So I just want to see who it goes.
Fury ain't gonna fight Usyk until about flipping 2 years. He's not gonna fight him. He's not gonna fight him, man. Fury's going through flipping all types of issues. Fury, listen.
Well, I think he'd get stopped if he fought him again. Then the scheduled date. So.
And they told him he's gonna fight AJ. He's not gonna fight no AJ. He's gonna fight AJ, get knocked out. He's not fighting Anthony Joshua, bro. Not fighting him. Because when he gets that knockout there, all the flipping damage control they've been doing for him and telling us what Joshua isn't, that's all destroyed. He'll be like bottom of the pile. Get smacked up by Joshua. It's done. It's done for him. He'd rather get beat up by Usyk than Joshua. Doesn't want it.
Because Joshua's going to hurt him. Joshua's going to knock him out. Yeah. Like clean. Yeah. I don't think that fight goes 6 rounds. Yo. Joshua's going to kill him. He better stay clear of Joshua. I don't know what the excuse going to be after Joshua knocks him out. The excuse going to be like, oh, it was the wear and tear. He was a shell of himself by the time he got to Joshua. But, come on, man. Foolishness.
Yeah, that's what I believe in.
He knows why he went after Wilder, and we're seeing now why he went after Ayahuasca Wilder. Yeah, we're seeing that. We're seeing it. Yeah, it's all playing out. It's all playing out. The storyline, the timeline, it's all playing out beautifully.
I honestly don't believe he wanted to face Usyk either. I think that the Ngannou fight kind of pushed him into it because of how that happened. I don't think he wanted to fight Usyk.
This is what I'm saying. Like, the Ngannou fight, like, he probably wouldn't even rematch Ngannou at this stage. Probably wouldn't rematch Ngannou.
That's bad. But everybody knows Usyk is like a sociopath. Usyk is a real deal. He's a crazy man for real. Yeah, and everybody knows that in boxing. Fury tried to front like he didn't know it and he don't care. He's a middleweight and all of this. You didn't want to fight that man because you
Middleweight,
knew
middleweight whooped his ass. Middleweight, listen.
almost stopped him.
What round was it when he was in trouble?
Ninth round. Ninth round. Ninth round.
Listen, that referee should have been burnt at the like. Not even funny, man. You know that referee was it was so blatantly corrupt, so blatantly corrupt.
Yeah, it was bad.
He was about to punch Fury, and you walk right in front of me when you punch him. You're serious?
I've seen fights stop for less. I've seen fights stop for less. Right? We seen fights stop for less. This is the second time that Fury got away with getting stopped. He should have got stopped in the Otto Wallin fight because we seen fights stop for less. That's Lennox Lewis, Vitaly Klitschko. We seen fights stop for less. And now this one, that ninth round, he was getting beat from pillar to post.
Yeah, I mean that shot put Fury's whole body on snooze when it connected.
Yeah,
he hasn't recovered from that round. He hasn't recovered. He hasn't recovered from that round.
And we ain't talking about John McDermott and all of that. That's 3 fights where you 4 because some people would have called off the Wilder first fight. He was lucky to have a good ref there. I don't think that fight should have been called off because he was able to get back up. But I've seen fights stop for less. So that's 4 fights where he kind of should have been stopped. You know what I mean? Fights should have been called. You know?
That's true.
Even the Otto Wallin fight where he was cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could have been stopped. You know what I mean? Then you got the John McDermott fight from years back. This guy's had a lot of good breaks, bro. The game's been good to him. Game's been good to you, Fury. Been good. You've only got 1 loss on that resume. Only 1.
Yeah, but that one, he ain't gonna get that one back. He never gonna beat Usyk. He's never gonna beat him.
Dodgy decision against McDermott. Avoided David Price when Price was knocking people over. Didn't give Vitaly a rematch. Vladimir. Yeah? Yeah. The cut against Walling, that could have been stopped. Couple of touch and go decisions with Wilder. You know what I mean? Yo, it is what it is. He rode his luck as long as and now it's time to pay the piper. This is the home stretch now. Yeah? This is no more voluntaries against Derek. No more that. No more Tom Schwartz. No more Wallins.
Yep.
It's AJ. It's Yang lining up to knock you out, bruh. To knock you out. To finish the job that Francis Ngannou couldn't. Big heavyweights with big, huge punches and can set them up.
Yeah. I don't think Fury is. But the best Fury we've ever seen is Wilder's second fight. That's the best Fury we've ever seen, and that doesn't mean much because we know Wilder is insufficient. He's not, Wilder's not that dude. But that's the best Fury he's ever looked.
Wilder got exposed. Wilder's been exposed.
Yeah,
been exposed.
He's been exposed. We been knew Wilder was shaky since the Eric Molina fight. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I've been screaming that for years. Wilder is garbage, man. Clown. He don't even do road work.
Even against the young Hunter Wappers. Did you see the state of his eye? Getting banged up with that jab. That jab was banging him up in his eye constantly. Where was his jab?
Has Wilder retired now, or is he still lurking around?
I don't know, bro. I mean, like he's waiting for his wife to come down out his pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His wife to die. Even when he fought Luis Ortiz the first fight, remember after that round he was hurt and they gave him a little time to recover in the field.
Yep. Then the 7th round, that was the 7th round. He hurt him, and then as soon as the 8th round started, they pulled Wilder to the side so the doctor could look at him. You could have looked at him during the damn 1 minute break. They tried to give him more time. Wilder, man, please don't get me started on Wilder. Wilder garbage, man. He been garbage though. He been garbage. Tyson Fury made Wilder into this big time monster that everybody's scared of, and he's the most dangerous puncher. That was Tyson Fury that promoted Wilder, to be honest, right?
They both promoted each other. They both promoted each other.
Yeah.
I was going to say that I believe they hyped each other up to be 1 and 2.
Yeah, they hyped each other up like they were Frazier, like they were Ali and Foreman. You know what I mean?
Yeah. exactly. To push out Anthony Joshua. Now Joshua coming collecting souls. You got a problem. You don't want to be in there. Neither one of them want to be in there with Joshua right now.
Nah.
It's gonna be
He'll knock them out.
it's gonna be an interesting fight against Dubois actually. See,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be, but you know, like, right. I don't think Dubois can beat Joshua personally, and that's the objective beats talking. Even though I want Joshua,
Yeah.
I
You
don't
gotta
think
have something special. You gotta have something special about you to beat Anthony Joshua.
yeah.
Andy Ruiz is the fastest punching heavyweight on the planet. I think speed for speed, hand speed. Andy Ruiz, he's special in that regard, and he got a hell of a chin. And Joshua knocked him down for the first time in his career. A lot of people don't talk about that, but
yeah,
that's the first time he's ever touched the deck was Anthony Joshua with that left hook. He almost got sent home. So, like, and then obviously Usyk. These are the only people that have beat Anthony Joshua. Nope, like, you got to be special. And Danny
JDM
Dubois,
JDM said Joshua got beat by Usyk badly twice. Well, he got beaten once. The second time wasn't badly. I mean, you're embellishing there. Then beat Franklin Wallen in Ghana. Now he's the best thing since Tyson. Okay, so let's look at that, yeah? Wallen nearly beat
yeah,
Fury on a cut, all right? And was hitting him regularly, legitimately. The cut was called legit, yeah?
mm-hmm.
Fury got out of that, right? Wallen was also the number one contender by the
IBF,
WBO when AJ fought him, right?
yeah.
In Ghana, floored Tyson Fury, took him to a split decision. AJ betted both the results. And now you're saying what exactly? Listen, I'll tell you what. If you want to get in, I don't like, as long as you're not going on like an arsehole, there's a link.
Yeah, JDM, you can come on and
Say
JDM, you can come on and talk that, but you gotta also admit that you haven't seen a man this big and this fast in a long time. The first thing I noticed about Anthony Joshua, first time I saw him was like, damn, he got some size on him, but his hands are fast. His feet, he's put together on point, man. You can't front on that. Like, and he's a powerhouse and power in both hands. I mean, how you talk shit about Joshua? Like, oh, they talk about he punched, he'll have the chin. He had a hell of a chin in the sixth round when Vladimir landed right on his chin and dropped him. He had a hell of a chin then. He smiled and got up. I mean,
listen,
I don't understand.
Joshua is legitimately the number one contender. Before
Yeah.
Usyk's beat everybody. He's Olympic champion. He's undisputed cruiserweight champion. Now undisputed heavyweight champion. He's beat everyone, right? Dubois is one of the leading contenders. Well, he's a champion now. He's the leading contender champion. He beat him too, right? So all this,
Yep.
like, you're saying like, oh, AJ got beat by Usyk, like, oh, that's the worst thing in the world when he's beat everybody. He's
Yeah.
beat everybody
Usyk,
relevant, Usyk, including
Usyk
Fury.
is the top of the Usyk is the top of the mountain. Usyk right now you can't front. Usyk is the top of the mountain. And Joshua had him hurt in the ninth round, had him hurt bad in the ninth round.
Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury have been the two most relevant heavyweights in this, let's say, the last 6-9 years, and he's beat both.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're saying he's beaten by Usyk, like, oh, this should slip that. No, you don't slip that in. Usyk is an all-time great. He's pound for pound. Some people have got him ahead of Terence Crawford. I wouldn't even argue with them. I've got Crawford, but I wouldn't argue with them. Yeah.
What do you say about errors? Basically, I don't believe that Anthony Joshua is really a part of the Tyson Fury and Wilder's era. He's not really a part of that era. He's a young boy. They seniors in high school. He's a freshman in high school. Am I correct?
Yeah, he came a bit after.
Listen, JDM, yeah? You're saying about Joshua, right? All right. Who's got a better resume in the weight class than Joshua? He's twice unified champion. He's beat
Nobody.
Povetkin. He's beat Klitschko. He's beat mandatories like Pulev. He's beat Dillian. He's beat loads of unbeatens. Brazil was an unbeaten.
Ruiz.
So who's got the better? He avenged the
Ruiz lost.
He avenged that, right?
Pulev.
So you come in here and tell me What do you mean? Yeah, all right. So he hasn't fought Fury and Wilder. Was that his fault? Didn't he sign to fight Wilder and Wilder lost? Why do you come in and talk? Why won't you come in and talk? So you got
He
all
beat
this
Parker
talk,
as well.
but you
He's
won't jump in the thing. You won't press the link. You won't press the link.
His
I'm not
Parker
gonna let
he's
you.
wins.
I'm
fighting.
not gonna let you. Sorry, guys. I'm not gonna let you hijack the chat. You either come in a thing or I'll throw you out. I'll let you say your point, but come out and say it and think. Come, press the link and say what you got to say. I'm giving you a shot to say what you got to say, and let's see if it stands up. But you're not gonna hijack the comment section dissing Joshua when what you're saying isn't fair. Press the link and make your point and make your case. Press the link and make your case.
Yeah, because AJ is fighting people who have different eras. He's fighting Povetkin's and Puev's, but then he's also fighting Joseph Parker's and Dylan White's.
Joseph
Like,
Parker is
yeah,
also
be aware of what you're
right,
saying, man.
right, right,
I think
right.
I think the Parker wins appreciated the most on his resume as well because of Parker's fight.
Amazing, amazing.
Exactly, Coppin. He's talking about Dubois should have won against Usyk. He had 1 minute with a borderline shot, and apart from that, he got his head beaten off him. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? But you're not going to hijack it. I'm letting you know now because you're going to stop us talking from a lot of stuff. So you can say your point on camera, right, with your mic up. You can say your point, make your argument, and let's see if it stands up. But you're not just gonna troll out the thing. No way. No way. No way. Because like what you're saying about Joshua is unfair. Totally unfair. It's biased. It's born of some agenda that you have. It's a load of crap. It's a load of bollocks, actually, what you're saying. A load of bollocks.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like when you talk bad about somebody because they're not from your country or whatever. Look at the merit of their work. What did they do? Anthony Joshua has woken up the entire sport single-handedly. This is the guy. This is the guy that changed everything. Now the paydays are bigger. Everything is because of Anthony Joshua. You can't pretend like I always said the most important person in Floyd Mayweather's career was Vladimir Klitschko because he killed the heavyweight division, Vladimir, with his boring ass fights. And that's what made everybody focus on the lower weights. And that's how Floyd Mayweather got big and blah, 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 blah. You got to acknowledge what people actually bring to the table. Anthony Joshua has brought the whole enchilada to the table. Like, this is the guy. And I'm American. I'm American saying this. I don't know how anybody cannot see that. I think that's crazy.
Wait, the Afro-Jam. You're saying Joshua hasn't got better wins recently than Parker or Dubois. He beat Parker, and like Parker beat Zhang. Like Zhang drew with Jerry Forrest, right? Like, not being funny. Like you guys, like everything Joshua does has to be. You have to find the negative in it. Because if Joshua beat the same opponents Parker did, and Parker beat the same opponents Joshua did in recent form, you'd be saying the same thing, bro. You'd be saying the same thing.
Yeah, they're just upset that Wilder never did nothing. Wilder never did nothing for the sport. He held up undisputed like 3 or 4 times. Like they're just upset Wilder never did nothing for the sport, man.
So what you're saying? So you're saying recent form? So recent form, Afro Wilder, yeah. If AJ beat this Wilder, you would have said Wilder was washed up. That's what you mean.
Yeah,
100%.
No, I'm not being emotional, Afro Jam. There's a link there. Come and argue your point. Come and argue your point. And listen, if you're gonna you listen, don't use that word there, bro. I'm not in the mood for it. You can say what you want. There's a link there. You can come in and talk. But don't if you try and do that passive aggressive bull fucking emotional shit, you can get the fuck out and see how emotional it is. You can get the fuck out, and who gives a fuck? How about that? Yeah? About emotional. I'll tell you what, emotion is in your blood, Clee.
let them come on. Let them come on if they wanna. Like we'll debate with you. We'll have a civilized debate with you.
Yeah.
There's no problem. There's no problem. Me and Beats go back, so I ain't got no problem. You wanna come on and you drop the link for you?
There's lots of channels, right? They don't let no one click in and make their point. Loads of them. I'm allowing you to make your point, and then you're there, hey, you're being emotional. Well, you come in here and fucking tell me where I'm being emotional then. Listen, I wouldn't have to be emotional to destroy you in any debate. Trust me. You'll be easy work, bro. You'll be easy work. Rashid, what's up, bro?
Morning, morning. Well, it's morning in Philly. How y'all doing, man?
Yeah. Big up, man.
Big up. It's crazy, man. Again, this whole Joshua debate, always, always engender a lot of strife. But you know what I mean? If a man is gonna come in and what I mean, make salient point, we could have a conversation. It don't have to be all, what I mean. It don't have to get personal, you know what I mean? Somebody could come in, we have a conversation. It's about opinions at the end of the day, you know what I mean?
Who's that, Afro Jam?
Yeah, that's me.
You gonna turn your mic up.
Okay, Afro Jam.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. So before we start, what's all this beats is getting him? If you don't think I'm emotional, don't fucking watch, bro. Don't fucking watch. And if you're trying to do that fucking passive aggressive shit, I'm not with that. I leave the link up for everyone to talk. So don't be doing that shit, bro. There's no need to do that. Did I block any of your comments?
Nope.
All right, so make your point then.
Yeah, so you were saying that right now Joshua is the #1 contender.
No, all right, make your point about me being emotional. What do you mean by that? What does that mean?
Yeah, you're firing off at everyone in the chat. Yeah, my
No,
point that
that's
I
my
made.
style.
Yeah,
I have a very hyped up style. That's not emotion. That's my style. If you want a fucking passive fucking thing, go somewhere else. Go take a sedative. This ain't for you. You can't tell me how I conduct myself from my hangout. What the fuck is that?
I'm not telling you how to conduct yourself on the hangout.
What's all that emotional shit?
Let me speak. I made a point about Joshua not being #1 contender because he ain't beaten better wins than Parker and Dubois recently. And you're firing off at me like I'm the same as that troll that was just chatting shit about Joshua. I made a point about emphasis. I made a point about emphasis on recent wins.
Why wins better?
He beaten Miller and he beaten
Jarrell Miller.
Was Jamal was
yeah, we're not even sure how good Jarrell Miller is.
Neither one of them. Herzovic or Jarrell Miller, they've never been tested on the top level. So you got to be careful because you got other people that have been other people that have been tested on top level and they done well. And Jarrell Miller and Herzovic have never been tested on top level.
Yeah.
And now you're saying that the win over Otto Weiland isn't as impressive as a win over these guys, but Otto Weiland almost took Tyson Fury's so you gotta Afro Jam, I'm trying to see what's going on with you right now.
Yeah. The other thing is that we'll see how good.
Did I not say that? Did I not say that I didn't say anything about the violin win being bad, but I'm saying he beat Ngannou recently. That one I wouldn't count that as anything. He beat Helenius recently. Helenius lost to Wilder. Helenius lost to Wilder.
Hold on. Before you go on, all right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you kind of
saying Ngannou isn't nothing. Did he not take the WBC champion the distance to a split decision and drop him?
He did.
Right. So that means
is he not 270 pounds, 6'5", and can hit like a mule?
Is he a boxer?
No.
That's not well. Yeah, he was a boxer. Yeah, he was.
Well, yeah, he was ranked as a top 10.
He was ranked.
WBC, so yeah.
This is a very big man. This is a very big man that's competent and capable of standing in front of you. If you fought Francis Ngannou and knocked his ass out, you should get some credit for that. This is a 270-pound man, 6'5", that's competent and capable, got power in both hands. I don't care if
Y'all gotta
Well,
remember
Yeah.
that Joshua and Eddie Earn drugged him before he fought, so you know you
Oh,
Nah,
gotta
I'm
come
not
stretch
doing
on.
that,
all that.
right?
I'm not
Jesus
doing all that.
Christ. You just
I'm not
lost
doing
all
all that.
credibility
That's
in the
crazy, bro.
conversation. Damn, dog.
yeah, but
You thought you was cool for a second. Damn, man.
what I would say about that
Hey, so,
Ngannou thing
so
is
what were the great wins on Hergovich's resume and Miller's resume that you're saying he doesn't have?
Exactly. Exactly. Tell me that.
Who did
Tell us that.
answer this one? Yeah, who did Hergovich
Uh-huh.
fight before he fought Dubois?
Before Demori,
All right.
that was a rubbish
Mark
opponent.
DeMori. Who do you fight
Very
before that?
rubbish opponent.
Who do you fight before that?
Who did he
Who do you
fight
fight before
before?
that?
He fought this guy's name, Australian guy,
Dempsey McKean.
Dempsey McKean. Yeah, and that was a
how
close
do
fight. I think he would have lost that fight if he didn't knock him out.
Dog, you losing the. I'm asking you the questions and you're losing the argument, and it's obvious, partner.
Is Hergovich so? What you make a case for Hergovich being a better fighter than Otto Wallin? They were both ranked number one when Dubois and Joshua fought them. What's the case you're making?
I never said that he was better ranked than him.
No, you
I'm
said
not
you
better
said
ranked
for
than
no.
him.
better
You
I
said
never
win?
said he
Dubois.
was a better
No,
win
no.
Oh,
than him.
you
You
did.
said
I
for
said,
You
I,
did
better
say
I
win.
that he
said,
was better.
I said,
Right?
I
You
said
said
that
it's
he's
African.
won, he's beaten, he's had better wins in his recent fights.
You said
Yeah,
Dubois got better wins. So I'm
yeah.
asking you to make the case where Hergovich has a better resume than Otto Wallin when Joshua fought.
I never said that he had a better resume than
But how
Violin.
can it be?
I
How can
just
it
Your
said,
be a better
I
statement
win?
just said,
implies it.
all right,
Your
Wait, wait,
statement implies it, dog.
yeah.
but by default of you saying that
Yeah,
Daniel's got better resume, you must be saying that.
I
Well,
didn't say
what
he has a better
exactly.
resume. I said he has better recent
Nah,
victories than
dog.
him.
You
so
How
what?
can
He's
bugging.
it
got
be?
I'm
two.
asking you what makes it
Listen,
better.
listen. He's got two, and Joshua's best recent win was Violin. I never
But what's his
discredited him for
two?
the Violin win. Before
Jerome
that,
Miller. What?
I also give him credit for beating Jermaine Franklin, who I reckon is within the top 20. I
What's
didn't say.
So
the Jerome
on
Miller?
what basis does Dubois have a better resume than Joshua?
I never said he has a better resume. I said
So
he has
what are we
better
talking
recent
about
wins.
then? So what are we talking about? So what are we
Before that,
talking about?
he also beaten Lorena as well, although questionable, which I
Who?
give him a 3/2 versus
So,
Joshua's
so
recent
what are
win.
you saying? Then? Are you saying that Dubois
No,
is
I'm
better
saying
What?
fighter
I
than
said Joshua is not number one contender because he
of
hasn't
course
done
he
way more
is.
than the other guys recently. He
He's
hasn't
done more
done
than
way more than
everybody.
Parker. He
So
hasn't done way more than
who
Dubois.
all right, so who was Dubois beat that relevant that makes him a champion or a number one contender? That's what I want to know. Jarrell
All
Miller,
right,
yeah?
go the same way you ran down the
No,
last
you haven't
wins
answered
here.
the question. You're asking the question.
Yeah, I just mentioned him. He beaten Jerome Miller. He beaten
Yeah, but
Lorena as well.
All right, and where was Jarrell Miller ranked when he beat him?
I don't
What
know
did
where
Jarrell,
he was ranked. I don't
who
know
did
where
you,
he was ranked.
all right,
He
he
so
was
who did
ranked
wasn't.
Jarrell Miller,
with
who did
different
Jarrell beat?
organizations. I
So
think he
what
was
was
ranked
Jarrell
with
Miller's
the
form before he fought Danny
WBA.
Dubois? What was his form?
What was his form?
Yeah.
So before that, he beaten who did he beat? He
Mm,
beat Bracamonte and he beat Marcus
yeah,
Brown.
that's not good.
Well, okay. You're happy to pitch that up to say that's better
Damn, Afro.
than Otto Wallin's form, or even Ngannou flooring Fury. That him beating Bracamonte and Lucas Brown is better than Francis Ngannou taking Tyson Fury to a split decision. Is that your argument?
Yeah, because Ngannou's never boxed before.
So that's even worse.
I don't care
I
how
can't
good
argue.
that is
If
on
that's your
paper.
reasoning, bro,
At the end
if
of the
that's your
day, he
reasoning,
still
if
lost
that's
the
your
fight.
sorry, if that's your
Uh,
reasoning, fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't agree with you. We'll have to
Mhm.
disagree to agree. Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right. I'll catch you later.
Afro Jab.
Yeah,
Afro
man.
Jab.
I appreciate
You,
you came on.
Yeah.
he
All right.
just he don't know. He doesn't know. You could have made different type of arguments. There's basically three fighters right now that have some impressive wins back to back. There's about three of them. There's Danny Dubois, there's Joseph Parker, and then there's Ajit Kabayel.
Magic
You could have
Campbell.
spoke
Yeah, but
about those three.
look in the comment section, yeah.
Basically,
And I've
his
got a
argument.
comment mentioning the other top contenders, and I'm
I have
saying
to do a bit of
Joshua
muting so I
is
can get
not head
control of
and
it.
shoulders above.
When I'm talking, I talk. Right. His argument is because Ngannou hadn't boxed before, him beating Fury, the current WBC champion, not beating Fury, taking him to a split decision and dropping him, right, is not enough to oversee someone who just fought Mark Demore, right, and the other guy fought Bragamonte and Lucas Brown. His argument is because he's not a boxer, Joshua's wins are not validated.
We all know as men that that's not real. You fight a 270-pound, in shape, competent, capable man with power in both hands. That's a legitimate win, and it's a legitimate knockout. Come on, man. Scott was UFC heavyweight champion of the world.
With the Ngannou fight, it's not even the fact that Joshua beat him, because they did debate it. They obviously started debating it because of how the Fury fight went. But it's the manner in which Joshua beat him. He made it look very, very easy. He made him look like a novice. You're picking him off very easily, and that's where the excitement comes from. It was just a very clean performance, and it was devastating as well.
Yeah, but I think for Joshua, it's just body of work though. Like what I'll say for Joshua is just a body of work, and everybody that he has beaten. You know what I mean? All the contenders he's beaten. It's no easy or no soft fights that he's took. I mean, people will say now that the Ngannou fight was a soft fight, but remember before the fight, everybody was saying like this could be an issue for Joshua. You know, so it's just fascinating because he beat him so easily. Everybody's like, oh yeah, but he wasn't a boxer. When he fought Fury, he looked like a boxer. He looked like he belonged in the ring. But it's just fascinating how we change our opinion. Now everybody is saying because Joshua beat what's his name again? So he beat Otto Wallin so easily. Everybody's like, oh yeah, but he wasn't that good. But against Fury, Otto Wallin he looked very good. He should have probably won that fight because they could have stopped it on a cut. But now everybody say, yeah, but Otto Wallin, remember he used to spar Joshua. He's not that good. So it's always interesting how people change the opinion with Joshua or change the narrative when he beats somebody. Oh, that person, he wasn't that good. So again, we'll see if Joshua beats Daniel Dubois. Everybody's gonna say, yeah, but he wasn't that good. You know what I mean?
If that's the case, then if Joshua beats Daniel Dubois, they're gonna say he sparred Daniel as well.
Yeah. Or he wasn't that good, Daniel, because we've seen him get stopped before. So again, with Joshua, it's never enough. It's never good enough, it seems.
Exactly.
But again, you know, that's how it is. If Joshua beats Fury, everybody's gonna say, yeah, but Fury is past it. It'll be the same thing. So it'll never be good enough for Joshua. You know what I mean? It just seems that's how it is. And all I'm saying is I just look at the body of work, the people he's beaten, you know what I mean, from, you know what I mean, Povetkin, all just right throughout. You know what I mean? Everybody always comes back and say, oh yeah, but you know, he wasn't that good or something like that.
Even if you go before the current form, right? Okay, Dubois, he beat Wallin, and he beat
Hellenius.
And Gerald Miller.
Frank,
Even the
Jermaine
performances against Usyk.
Jermaine Franklin.
Who performed better against Usyk? AJ or Daniel? Or what? Because what you saying? Was it you who said he nearly won the Usyk fight? Is that what you're saying? Yeah. You're saying he won the fight. Don't be funny, yeah, right? Yeah, it ain't been a great defense from you at all. It hasn't been a great defense. I'm not impressed with your defense. Not impressed.
Yeah.
I hear that.
You gotta be. You can't come on Boxing Beats and Rhymes channel. This guy knows boxing for fucking 30, 40 years, and you come up here with a half thought out argument. You gotta come with facts, dog. You gotta come like, like even if you say Caballero is the one, not Daniel Dubois. Let's say you stuck with Caballero. Caballero fought Mark Medalyev, not proven once again, and then for Frank Sanchez, who's really not proven. He only proven against Efe Ajagba. So you got to be careful with what you're saying, and you know what I mean, how you setting it up. You got to be aware of what a real fighter looks like. A top tier fighter is a problem. Top 5, top 10, that's a problem. That's a real fighter that's been through all the systems and been through everything. And now you fighting them. Frank Sanchez ain't even really been through that. But Mark Medalyev ain't really been through that. So be aware of what you're saying. Zilly Zhang and Joseph Parker. Let's say you said Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker fought Zilly Zhang, beat him, and who else he fought? and
He
he
beat
fought somebody else.
Wilder.
Wilder, stupid ass. But look at Wilder, stupid ass. Zhilei Zhang has no gas tank. He has a strong left hand. You gotta be aware. Look at everything. Joshua knocked out Zhilei Zhang in the amateurs. So
So
be aware of what
He
you're
knocked him
saying.
down. He didn't knock him out.
No, I didn't knock him out. He knocked him down.
That's
He knocked him down. I think he knocked him down more than once though.
Yeah.
so where should AJ be ranked then? If that's the case, then where should he be ranked?
Yeah. Where should he be ranked?
Where should he be ranked? Now, I would say after Usyk, I'm not gonna say that I would put nobody there, but I would say there has to be more fights to determine who's after. Because I don't see any of
Who's
these
your
guys
top five?
fighting.
Who's your top five right now? Who's your top five right now? Heavyweight division. Who's your top five?
Who's my top five?
Yeah,
Usyk,
list them.
yeah.
2-6-1.
Who's number two? Who's number two?
I tell you what, right? If anyone's being emotional here, it's you.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
put something in your head where you feel you have to down Joshua's resume, and it's some agenda. Maybe you followed it. It's you because you don't have the top five. You don't have anyone to put in front of him. You haven't made a case for Daniel's recent form to be better. No, you've achieved none of it.
I
Who's
said
your top five,
I
bro?
said the bar has better wins recently than Joshua.
All right, and I'm asking
Okay,
you.
who's your top five?
I said
Who's your top
Lorena is a
five?
better win than Hellenius.
Lorena is a better win than Hellenius. Are you out of your mind?
Who? Who's a better win than
Oh
Hellenius?
my God!
Lorena
You
is a
said
better win than
Lorena.
Hellenius.
Lorena, the cruiserweight.
Lorena, who
Nah,
just lost to Huni, is a better winner than Hellenius.
nah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's
Jesus
not.
Christ, man.
Hellenius got knocked out in one round by Wilder before that.
By who?
Man, you crazy. Robert Hellenius is not no joke. He ain't no punk. This is a big man that can hit hard. This is not, this.
Okay.
You got to know the sport, dog. You
I think
crazy with that.
Name me a
Hellenius.
heavyweight. Name me one heavyweight that Lorena has beat. One. Just name me one. Name me two. Name me two wins on his resume.
Jesus Christ, man.
His resume as good as Adam Cowley. Name me
Jesus Christ, man.
heavyweight win from Lorena. One. Or even
You
name
done
me.
lost crap.
I tell you what. Name me a cruiserweight win from Lorena.
Yeah.
No,
He beat Garcia?
let him answer. Please let him answer.
A cruiserweight win from Lorena.
Damn, dog. You done lost all credibility.
A good win, not just a random win.
A good win.
Well, I hope.
Damn, dog.
I think you'd assume that I meant good win.
Damn, dog. You bugging, fam. You
It's
bugging.
not there.
It's not there. It doesn't exist. Like,
You're taking the lead. You're taking the lead out of that. He's took the lead. You don't have a good debate for this. You don't.
you don't. Anthony Joshua got the best resume in the entire heavyweight division, dog. You
I would
bugging.
agree
He's
with that.
fighting people.
I never disputed his resume. I just said his recent wins are not way better than everyone else. They're about the same
You
level.
didn't say You didn't say that. That's not what you said. You said Dubois.
I said he's not number one
No.
contender
What you said.
because it's
How is he
unproven.
not?
No. Hold on. Don't jump in, anyone. You said Dubois' recent wins are better than Joshua. That's what you said. Stand on your word and don't try and, you know what I mean, like do the word game. By the time it gets around, it says something totally different. No, you said Dubois' recent resume, is better than Joshua's. And you put Kevin Lorena up as one of your arguments. You put Kevin Lorena up there. Is Kevin Lorena a better win than Franklin? Is it?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
The thing is, Hellenius is what, a multiple-time European champion at heavyweight as well. So
I don't know, dog. Like you're not making sense when what you're saying. It's not adding up. Nah, dog. You're understanding how the sport works.
I'll tell you what, right? I don't want to beat into. Hey, Afrojack, I'm gonna let you introduce a new topic in. Yeah, we'll concede this. I won't even say you lost. Yeah, I'm not even see. You said I'm being emotional. I'm not even gonna say you lost. Let's just draw a line. We disagree to right, and that's that. Yeah, is that fair? I don't know where he's going. Afrojam, where you at?
He's in shame. All right, so
He's going through Lorena's resume,
Yo,
trying to
Beats.
find out who's there when.
Yo,
No,
Beats,
one
did we
second.
talk about the whole Lomachenko situation yet? Like, I didn't.
Hey, listen, tell me what your opinion on this Lomachenko situation is.
I mean, it's just crazy how, again, the media and some boxing content makers just give him a pass on everything he does. It's interesting because I remember with the whole franchise belt thing back in the day when, Devin Haney, he was trying to get a shot. Nobody wanted to give Devin Haney a shot, before he lost, in that manner. But I remember he got the franchise belt, was it right? And then he didn't want to give Devin Haney a shot. He ended up getting the franchise belt and moving on. And again, it seems like every time people just give him passes, like, people saying, oh, yeah, he's not motivated to fight, and it's just okay. If you're not motivated to fight, then just move on, retire. And again, we understand he's a good fighter, but just move on if you're not motivated. Next year, they're saying next year he'll come back and take a fight. You'll fight Kambosos, but when it comes to Tank, and again, I'm not the biggest fan of Tank, but it's just interesting how now you're saying, oh, I'm not motivated, but you just fought Kambosos. It just seems like he's moving a certain way, which I don't understand why people don't call him out for it.
I don't know how he gets away with it, man. I don't know how he gets away. AJ, you want to talk about Lomachenko? Man, if you ain't gonna respond, I might as well get to kick you out of there, man. I'm not gonna just keep you in.
No. I said, yeah, I want to talk about Lomachenko.
All right, let's hear it then.
I agree that it's a heavy bias in favor of him, because the same thing that the people are accusing Tank of doing is the same thing that Loma has gone on to do himself. So even if Tank had said no to this fight now and then said yes later on down the line, these people would have still used it as a way to attack Tank or to attack Shakur.
Well, again, it's fascinating because Shakur so Shakur was saying how, I remember Shakur was, and he's bitching, talking about, oh yeah, Devin Haney lost the fight, and then, he was, capping and doing all this stuff, trying to appease Lomachenko, and then saying, Lomachenko, you a legend, you won the fight, and all this other shit, and then he said, yo, why don't we fight? And then Lomachenko was like, yeah, nah, I'm not going to fight you. And nobody calls him out. Like, it's crazy. Like, yo, let's get the fight on. Let's fight one of these guys. Let's fight, let's fight either Tank or let's fight Shakur. And whenever these things come up, people just, like, nah, you don't have to fight that person. And like I said, I get it. Tank hasn't unified the division. I'm not a Tank fan. I think Tank is talented, ultra talented. But the fights we want to really see how talented Tank is, we haven't gotten them. So again, I could compartmentalize. I understand that we haven't gotten the Tank fights, but when it comes to Lomachenko, he has moved very, very strategic, just like Tank, and people need to call that out. That is my whole thing.
Thank you. Rashid, let me ask you a question. About this, because I like what you're saying. Was Tank cherry picking? Not Tank. Loma. Was Loma cherry picking Tank at the very beginning? And now Tank has come to age and shit done got real, and now Loma's hiding his hands, acting like he didn't throw rocks at the beginning. Is that what's going on?
I don't think it was a
think
at the time, bro. Because
I'm asking.
Tank was legit at the time. Like he'd won.
I'm talking about with beat Pedraza, when Tank beat Pedraza, Loma was quick to say, hey, we'll fight right now. Let's go right now. Was he cherry picking the young green guy? And now the young green guy ain't as green. He bought that life. He done came into his own. And now he's stepping up to fight you. He ducked. I ain't going to front. Tank ducked at first because he's a young boy. But now the young boy is stepping up to fight you. And now you don't want to know. Is that what's going on?
It feels like a senior citizen. He doesn't really want it, I think.
Yeah. He don't want that real prime smoke. When a guy
Yeah,
actually
but
gets with Tom and
yeah,
rings the
senior
bell,
citizen. Yeah, but senior citizen at 37, again, he's bitching and complaining, crying still about, that decision that he was robbed about. Like, get the fuck over it.
yeah,
I'm sorry. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
he's a
Like
fucking
that,
clown.
all that shit, all these like, again, all these creators that say, oh, yeah, you know what I mean? After that, he was demotivated. Like, then it's fine. You know what I mean? If you're so broken up about losing that fight, then just retire, bro. Boxing is, it's not for you. You know what I mean? Just retire, bro. You know what I mean? But this whole shit, it's like a year after you know what I mean, that fight with Devin Haney, and they're still bringing that shit up. Like, oh, he just wasn't the same after that shit. The fuck out the sport, then, bro. You could go with it, bro. I'm serious. Like that shit annoys me so much. Like people put so much stock in it. Like, oh, again, it was a close fight, bro. I get it. It's a close fight. It wasn't a robbery, bro. There was no robbery. It didn't even say.
Not even close to.
Let me just respond to this. Right? Sorry, guys. Let me just respond.
Yeah.
Right. Fish is saying, how many passes has Tank had again? I don't care how much passes he had.
I don't care.
Let me just finish. All the passes he had, right? I addressed all of them. So when Loma has to address his shit, I don't expect nobody to bring up Tank. This is Loma's duck, not Tank's duck. I've addressed the Tank's ducks. Let's address Loma's duck. You've been following the channel all the time. I've addressed Tank's ducks. We're going to address Loma's duck. We're not going to bring in anyone to do no damage control for Loma. He's done 2 ducks. 2 ducks.
Yeah,
in a row.
We ain't got time for that. Yeah, we ain't got time for that bullshit. We know a duck. We see a duck.
That's the thing. I'm sorry. You see, that's the thing. If you're an objective channel, you could compartmentalize. So when Tank ducked, we could say, yo, Tank has been ducking, right? If we say, yo, Tank hasn't unified the division, like Wilder would say, right? We could say that. You know what I mean? Like, we could say that. Like, Tank has moved a certain way throughout his time as a champion. He hasn't gone up. He hasn't, you know what I mean? He hasn't done what he was supposed to do. We could say that. We have no emotional ties to fighters. And that's what we're supposed to do, right? But let's call it what we call it as it is with Loma. That's it. You know what I mean? No fighter should be above criticism. You know what I mean? But I hate it when boxers do that. Like, oh yeah, our boxing fans like, oh yeah, what about that time that man did that? Again, we have addressed Tank's resume for years. You know what I mean? Now we're just looking at Loma because he's the one. Because I remember, I think it was last Saturday, it came out that, oh yeah, Tank was trying to price himself out of the fight and all this shit. And there was boxing content creators that was putting that out, like Tank is pricing himself out of the fight. Next thing you know, what's his name again? I forgot his name. He came out and said,
Not Calvin, not Calvin, the coach.
What's his name?
Ken
Yeah.
Wallace, right?
Nah, it's the Asian boxing, the writer. I forgot his name. Kim. Steve Kim came out and said, when Steve Kim came out and said, you know what I mean, Loma is not, motivated or whatever, he put it out there. And then it totally changed everything. Everybody's like, yeah, we can see that. You know what I mean? Lomo is stressed out. People are saying he's stressed out about family life and all this shit. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, yo, bro, again, if you're not motivated, just give up the belt, retire. You know what I mean? But now they're saying he's stressed out for the last couple of months of this year, and then he'll be back next year. I'm like, yo, bro, I understand it. But whatever, man. Whatever these people do.
I will say, the situation with Loma, he's kind of taking the piss because if he wouldn't fight Shakur and he won't fight Tank, but he won't fight Varenchi because they came up in the same system. So
what?
He's just blocking the whole unification process for everybody.
What the fuck is going on?
That's what I mean. I wouldn't have begrudged him if he'd taken that win against Kambosos and just left like, okay, I won it. I left as a champion.
Yeah,
exactly.
Just retire. What are you holding it up at 36, 37? Like you're going to improve?
It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's the whole oming and on about, oh yeah, you know what I mean, I'm not really motivated. I'm, you know what I mean, I'm stressed out. You know, that whole that whole Devin Haney performance, that fight, it messed with my psyche and all this stuff. And I think I'm going to retire, but I'm not sure if I'm going to retire. Like, bro, get it together. If you want to fight, still fight. If you want to, if you want to retire, people do it all the time. Tyson Fury does it every week. Like, he retires and then comes back. It's fine, bro. But just save us all the bullshit. That's how I look at it.
Here's the thing, though, Fish. Yeah, you see when you do say what you said there, yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem. I caught that too, Beats.
Yeah. See, when you're saying how many passes does Tank get, when you do stuff like that, it sounds to me like you're one of them guys who will find
excuses
out of his shit. That's what it sounds like to me.
I caught that too. Like, you can't. We all knew in the face-off. This is the face-off. They're just sitting on a table. We knew that when Vladimir Klitschko looked at Tyson Fury in that second face-off, we knew it was going to be a completely different fight. And all of a sudden, Tyson Fury fucking, I retire. I got problems. I can't. I got to move. We know bitch when we see it. And that was a bitch move. So I apply the same thing across the board to everybody. You do shit like that. What Tyson Fury did right there, that was a bitch move. If you listen to what he said, he said, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I might do this, I might do that, I might retire, this is what he was saying in the face-off. Man, we know bitch. Shit, we know bitch. Yeah, we know bitch when we see it, dog.
Yeah.
That's bitch. That's
but
bitch.
Everybody say he's mentally tough.
Yeah, all that bullshit. Tyson Fury knew he could not beat Vladimir Klitschko in a rematch. Klitschko was gonna take his fucking head off. And he did everything he could to move himself from that situation. That's the truth. And now, Loma, we're starting to see certain things. We're starting to see certain fights you don't show up for. You don't want to know.
But again, if my recollection is right.
Crawford.
Yeah, but if my recollection...
Let me just say this last part.
Yeah.
You're not Terence Crawford, right? And we just found out that Terence Crawford settled with Top Rank over that racist lawsuit and all of that. We found out that Terence Crawford is happy with the result, and he settled with Top. So we know that Top Rank was doing some dumb shit as well on the back end. So you just pay attention to all of it. See all the moving parts. That's what I'm saying. Interesting. Loma, the best since Ali, and all this bullshit. They was moving him correctly for certain fights. I'm telling you, pay attention.
Again, I don't know if my recollection is right, but again, with that franchise belt that they gave him, WBC gave him, he did manage to not fight Devin Haney. That was that was what happened, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then when he was supposed to fight Devin Haney, right? He didn't fight him. He ended up taking the franchise belt. And then he fought Kambosos and was it Kambosos? No, he fought Teofimo and lost. Yeah. So again, he's always moved a certain way. And again, I cannot respect it, and we have to call it out. You cannot just call it out for Tank, and then when it comes to Lomachenko, you're like, oh yeah, but Tank did it. But you're already saying that, like, again, we already addressed it for Tank, so let's address it for Loma now and let's start asking the question. You know what I mean? You're 37 years old, you're not 42, bro.
When he negotiated to fight Nicholas Walters, the Walters were active. It didn't happen, did it? They got Walters when he was inactive, right?
Yeah, this is why I love Beast. Beast remember, yo.
Well, I didn't have an issue.
Beats are important.
And when he fought Rigondeaux, there was supposed to be a compromise on a catch weight or something. I mean, that we didn't get that. We didn't get that. Was that a featherweight, that fight?
What, the Rigondeaux one?
Or was it a super feather? What was it?
I think it was super feather. I'm not sure. I think it was super feather.
Rigondeaux not even a bantamweight.
Was Rigondeaux 122? Rigondeaux was 122 and had to move up, right? 2 weight classes to fight Loma? You had to move up 2 weight classes to fight Loma or something, right?
It was 130, wasn't
it? It was 116 and 130. You fought him at 130 or something like that?
Yeah, it was 130, yeah.
Yeah. They did Rickenbacker bad.
Yeah, man, he didn't have a shot there. I didn't have a problem with him like doing franchise belt and then facing Tio because I thought that was the fight we wanted anyway. But yeah, the other stuff I'm not so keen
Yeah,
on.
but then he should have came back and tried to unify with Devin Haney back
But
then.
Yeah,
he ended up
You
yeah.
understand
losing
what I mean?
to Tio.
Yeah,
He
you
lost to Tio.
gotta be pure. Yeah, we want you to be Bud. We want every fighter to be Bud. He move up to the next division and fight the number one guy at that division right then and there. Well, by his belt, sanctioning body. So he moves up by the WBO. He moves up. He fights Jeff Horn immediately. Moving up right now, he fighting Madrimov immediately. He not playing games. That's what we want from you. We want you to be for real. We want you to be a fucking gangster, a fighter.
I think when you look back at Crawford's welterweight run, it's going to go down very well in history. I think he knocked out everyone.
It's not that. It's not that. That's not what's going to go down in history. What's going to go down in history is Terrence Crawford is the only fighter to move up from one weight class to a higher weight class and knock out everybody he fought at that higher weight class. It's never been done in boxing history. He's the first person to ever do it. Yeah, knock out every single fighter at the higher weight class. Now he's moving to 154, so it cements that legacy. Like he went through 147 already, and he knocked out every single fighter he fought.
Are we concerned about the Madrimov fight though? Like, are we just saying that Terrence Crawford is just going to go up and can knock him out just like that? I think he's alive. I think he's a live body. I think it's going to be a good fight.
How long ago was Spence?
What concerned?
How long has it been since Spence? Has it been like a year? No.
Over a year. It's over a year, right?
Someone said, Mr. Ben said, nobody with 10 or 11 fights is ready for Crawford. Is that?
Well, again, yeah. So I don't have.
I don't believe that.
Yeah. So people talk about his amateur career, right?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him fight that much, Madrimov. But from what I've heard and what I've seen, he looks good. But again, you guys would know more about him. I don't know that much about him. So
he has mistakes. He makes mistakes, but he's very explosive. He got power in both hands. He's a switch hitter. He's southpaw and orthodox. The motherfucker is a monster, and he got a chin on him as well. We are concerned. This is a real fucking fight. I don't want to hear about that record shit and all that bullshit. This motherfucker is competent, capable, and determined. This guy is for real. I don't know what they talking about. Watch it. But he leaves himself open. Terrence Crawford's fundamental construct is better than his.
It's going to be harder than the Spence fight, I believe. It's going to be
way harder.
In the clinch will be different because both of them have got a wrestling background, which none of the previous opponents have had.
The only sad part for me is that with Terrence Crawford taking this fight, the casuals don't even know this guy. So even if he do beat him, he's not going to get the credit he deserves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
or if he struggles with him, you know what I mean? Spence fans, they're haters, so they're going to be like, oh, yeah, you struggle with a guy. Because, again, it's a lot of casuals. Spence fans, there are a lot of casuals. So they're going to be like, oh, yeah, you struggle with this guy. And, again, from what we're seeing with his amateur pedigree and everything, it seems like he's a very, very good fighter. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I can't wait. You know what I mean? I can't wait to that whole.
Can I say something? Can I say something real quick?
Yeah. Okay.
Just for everybody, they've been talking about Boots versus Crawford. I'm telling you, this guy Madrimov beats Boots.
Let me just say this, yeah. With Terrence Crawford, like he's another one who never gets a fair shot in the debates. Was he not trying to fight the winner out of Tim Tszyu and Fundora? And Fundora didn't want to fight him. He was going to give up the belt to fight Spence. He was going to give it up. And then he moved over. He said, look, he's done with this PBC shit. Yeah. They tried to short him on the money for the purse rematch. That's what he told Andre Ward. Yeah. Right? And he left all that crap there. And he went to Turkey Al-Sheikh. He's got this big opportunity to win a titles at the 4th weight. And he's going to try and clear out the weight class. Or he's going to go on to fight Canelo. Terrence Crawford don't do no half-ass shit.
No,
You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
I
He
think it was
thorough.
They've
He
tried to
I
thorough
set
all
think
the way
at the
through.
press conference, I was watching a press conference with Fandora, and he was kind of saying, "Yeah, I would like to fight." And then Samsung Lukowicz, he was the one that was
yeah,
like, "Nah, nah, nah, we'll
yeah.
go." You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it seems like the
And
PBC, like they always
sabotaging.
do, yeah, they was already looking to sabotage that fight. And the PBC, they already had Errol Spence ready. You know what I mean? He got in the ring and all that out of nowhere. Resurrected, got in the ring. He was ready to,
Because
it's
it was like a
crazy.
Duffy. It was like a
Yeah,
Duffy.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that
yeah.
thin air.
Hey, look, man, Madrimov, he's like you say, he's got amateur pedigree. He's muscular as shit. He's very strong, powerful, can box. This is a credible challenge. It's a credible challenge.
Yeah.
Like,
This is a
okay, fair
problem.
enough. The casuals might not know him. It might not be a fight that appeals to a large demographic. But yo, yeah, this is a good fight. This is another good fight. This is fourth weight class. It's more than an acceptable opponent. More than acceptable.
Definitely, definitely. Well, the
Yeah,
thing
this
is
guy's
about the
dangerous.
Crawford fighting Madrimov, people saying about he's unknown, and it doesn't matter. The thing is, I feel like they sabotaging Crawford from the big names because everyone wants to fight him in that division. He's really the big money fight for most all of them. They ain't gonna get no bigger money fighting someone else.
Agreed, man. Let Crawford do his
Yeah,
thing, man.
you telling the truth. I mean, like, what you saying is legit. This is going to be a tough fight. I want to see how Crawford deal with this one because this guy
Yeah,
is athletic. This guy is on point. Terrence Crawford, to be honest, let's be real. Both of them are used to being the most athletic person in the ring.
See, the thing is, man, they can say, "Oh,
Yeah,
it's gonna be an easy fight." Crawford makes most fights look easy.
this ain't no. This ain't gonna be an easy one. This guy
Crawford
got
makes most
power in
fights
both
look easy.
hands, man. This ain't gonna be easy.
yeah. But
You
again,
know what I mean?
give Crawford credit because he basically stepped up and he's fighting the best guy in the division. You know what I mean? So
This
give
is
him
a big.
credit.
Yeah, this is a bigger, more explosive David Avenesian. This is like this guy is a monster. This guy's big, man, and he athletic as a motherfucker. He got power in both hands. It's a problem, I'm telling you.
Hmm.
How
Crawford
big?
gonna just stay his ground and he gonna pick him apart, but it's gonna be like a tight Crawford that's gonna just pick him apart. But
Mm.
this guy's crazy, man. This guy's about that life. I ain't gonna front. I'm impressed with him.
Mm.
How big does Madrimov how big does he blow up to after the weigh-in?
He said 175, 174. That's what
Mm.
his coach said. Diaz
Big,
said 175, 174.
big guy for sure.
That's his walking around weight. That's his real weight. 175, 174. That's what the coach said.
I would say if Crawford can knock him out, then he definitely can. He would stand a good chance of knocking out Canelo.
I don't think
Yeah,
he'd get the Canelo. I don't think he'd get the Canelo fight. To be honest, I don't believe he would.
I don't think
Because
nobody
they're
knocks out
sabotaging
Canelo
him,
though.
so they're sabotaging him
It's
regardless.
it's not a good fight for Canelo, man. It's not a good fight for Canelo.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't
I
think
said
Canelo
He-
something
takes
that
that fight.
people mock me. I said if he don't get the Canelo fight, I think he should go for Benavidez instead.
That's a big leap. Benavidez is campaigning at 175 now.
But I'm saying if he can beat people that can blow up to that weight, then I don't see why he can't beat him.
That's a hard. That's a
But
hard.
Benavidez is back
Benavidez
at
gonna blow up for
175.
200.
Like that train's gone out. Like if he wanted to stay at 168, he could have. He's back at 175.
Yeah.
If I was Canelo, I would fight Benavidez at 175 because he's not that good. He's only good because of his weight situation. That he needs to be at 168 to have an advantage. At 175 we see he's pretty normal. Fight him at 175 and knock his ass out.
He turned into Devin
He,
Haney.
he's human at 175. At 168 he look a little RoboCop, but at 175 he's human. You touch him at 175. I think Canelo is way more skilled than him.
Definitely.
It might sound counterintuitive, but these are the little things in boxing history. If you go through the history of boxing, these are the little things that have happened that have changed the course of boxing history. People fight at a different weight and beat the motherfucker.
So what about
Everybody thought was
what
unbeatable.
about Canelo and Berlanga? Nobody seems to be taking to that fight unless they're real Canelo fans. They got to be real Canelo fans. And there's a lot of them out there.
I think Berlanga going to show up and talk some shit and make it into some interesting shit. Berlanga going to push him or something at the press conference. He going to have to do something to turn the fight up. He going to come up there with Fat Joe with the bullshit. He going to do something.
That boogie down.
Yeah, the boys, you know how it go. You know how it go. They're going to come up there with that bullshit and they're going to try to make something happen. You know what I mean? To hype it up. That's what I think is going to happen.
You should come with a De La Hoya mask.
But that's what it is, you know.
Anyone who likes that fight who thinks it's I mean, he's number one contender and he's highly ranked. He's probably higher ranked than most super middles. Is that justification for Canelo to take it?
I mean,
I don't think the fight's bad.
He is high ranked, but he's not the best opponent. Not even close to.
I think it's just a disappointment of the other fights that he hasn't taken. That's just making it a bit of a dampener for everyone.
It's just only the Benavidez fight that everybody is fucked up about. But other than that, it's a decent fight. I'm actually in Brooklyn, so I gotta kind of rep, you know, that bullshit. But you know, who is he? Who else is he going to fight? He just fought Munguia. Who else is there? Like, he's running out of opponents. This motherfucker to fought everybody.
With M. Billy, what about M. Billy? Was that
M. Billy? I mean, like, he can't fight people like that. Like the real legitimate fighters, like M. Billy, the people that are in the ranks, you know, he can't fight people like that because he needs to fight some kind of a name because he is who he is. He's not a regular fighter. He's a Floyd Mayweather, a Canelo Alvarez. So
I don't think.
Come on, I can't blame him. I can't blame him for not fighting certain people because of the level that he's at. I can't blame him. Benavidez, I can blame him for. M. Billy, who the fuck? What country is he from? Like, I don't even know. Just straight up, I don't even know.
And there was even that Eubank fight that was like linked with Canelo at one point.
Eubank is a little bit better. That's a little bit better. He could come to the O2. He could sell out the O2. He could maybe do something, maybe Wembley Arena, and he could sell that out. You know, all right, charge a little more on the tickets.
Eubank too crafty, bro. Eubank too clever. You better be Canelo beating. You better please spend Shalom for some money for fight. That's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, that's what happened. You're telling the truth. That exactly happened. He just signed a deal with Sky. So
I don't know what's going on with you,
the thing is, if he took a beating from Canelo, how would his dad react?
He's a businessman. He's a businessman. That's what he's a businessman.
Because how would his dad react to a beat down from Canelo?
He had a lot of momentum after that Liam Smith second win when he was with Bomac, and people were looking at what he was going to do next, and he just completely disappeared again.
But the thing is, he needs to fight in America because Bomac to come to this country after that gun case is less than
that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work.
Eubank doesn't
Bomac
fight.
Ain't even trying to get on a plane again in his life after that.
Yeah,
he ain't
coming over here.
Yeah, that shit is bad. Like,
so who would be his trainer?
Nah, but he could go to America, but he just needs to fight. He's just not fighting at all. He's very inactive. He's not. He doesn't use his.
And he needs to stick with them.
What he's trying to do, he's going over to Boxer and Sky, and he's trying to get some money out of them for fighting bombs. That's what he's gonna do.
He's trying to scam them.
It's true though. It's true though. That's the same. It's true, yo.
About a 4-man list.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but it's true, yo.
The 4-man list was Canelo. That's good. He priced himself out. Billy Joe Saunders is fighting at bridgerweight or heavyweight, right? It's too big. And the Conor Benn fight, that won't be on Sky. It's going to be on the Zone. So who's there to fight? He turned down a shot at the unified middleweight champion, Johnny Benn. He asked for his mandatory position to be forfeited. He asked. He actually told the sanctioning body, "Yo, take the thing." He did.
I don't want
I don't want it.
Maybe he's trying to save money.
He wants easy fights.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
but
what's
who
the
is
end
an
of
easy
the
fight? Middleweight division in this country is doing all right now.
He's not doing
Listen,
any
Beats.
domestics.
Hey, there's some good fights for him out here. Like Brad,
That's what
I'd
I'm
like to see him
saying.
fight
What's
the
an
British
easy
champion
fight?
Brad Paul, or what's his name, the winner of Shiraz and
Man, them guys will beat him. He knows that.
He's not doing the domestic fights. He's done.
That's what I'm saying. He needs
yeah, but
some
that could be
real
big
light
money
touch.
fights right now with that Saudi money. They could be
I
quite big
agree.
money fights potentially.
If he can come out and make against Shiraz, Turkey will pay him to come out, pay him handsomely, and let's see if he can beat Shiraz.
So who
He
do you
just
think is
needs.
gonna win that
That's
fight?
a good fight. Shiraz, that's a
Shiraz
good
and
fight,
Denny, a
yo.
good fight.
Yeah, man.
Surely
Junior
not
just
gonna.
like it's not good enough. It's not good, man. It's not good.
I think Junior is gonna plot his way to a very, very watered down world title, and then just cash himself out with that title. That's
Man,
it.
I love to see him against Shiraz. I think him against Shiraz in Saudi Arabia is huge, yo.
Like
That's a fight.
he's the regular champion at middleweight WBA.
But it don't matter. He got a name. They'll make Turkey will make that fight. Him against Shiraz in Saudi Arabia, that shit will be crazy.
I like that Tyler Denny fight, bro. Tyler Denny, bad man still in it. Tyler
As I
Denny
say,
good
who do you
fight,
think's
bro.
gonna win?
No one says Tyler Denny good fight, man.
I
Good
think
fight.
Shiraz is gonna win, but I think he'll be a good fight.
Hey, listen,
Can he take body
Denny
shots?
could take it because Brad Paul can hit hard. Denny took all of Brad Paul's shots. He took whatever Felix cash through. That middle boy is tough. He's tough,
And if
bro. He's tough.
Yeah, he can
Denny
do a
wins,
great
man.
fair fight.
He's got a great engine as well. He's got a very good engine.
Yeah.
Great engine.
Can Shiraz
Yeah,
take body
fighter.
shots though?
I don't know. We're gonna
Nobody
find out.
knows. We're gonna find out. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's a fight, yo.
What he's going to try and do is set a high pace on Shiraz and see what he got. And if Shiraz can't match it, then we're going to have a fight on our hands. Don't let Shiraz throw 2-3 punches around. Make him fight. Make him fight.
Yeah. That's a fight. That's a beautiful fight right there.
That's a very good fight, man. That's a very.
Yeah.
When I see Shiraz last time, I said I didn't realize that about much power. Man, he's got some power, bro. Got some power.
That's a fight, dog.
Yeah, his
That's like
uppercuts are serious.
no, that's a fight, dog. I'm telling you, you'd be surprised. That's like a 50-50 fight right there.
I mean, it could be a good fight. That. So, what you guys got for tonight with Big Del boy? Big Del, innit? Big Del against Joe Joyce. I tell you what,
Yeah,
man, Joe Joyce in press conferences is painful. Like Joe, Joe, man.
But they messed up because one was funny and one was awkward. So
He's got primary school trash talk, hasn't he? He's like
I wanted to talk about that money.
man.
I want to talk about that money real quick, though. Beats, let's talk about that money real quick. The money, 4 to 6, Joe Joyce knockout plus 400. Fifth round knockout plus 1,200. Joe Joyce.
I don't think it's gonna be a knockout. I think it's gonna be Joyce on points.
But what we betting? We gotta be betting something.
I think Joyce on points.
No. I'm betting $100. If you bet $100 on a Joe Joyce knockout in the 5th round, you get plus 1,200. You get your $100 back plus $1,200.
In what round?
Come on, dude.
What round?
5th round. That's what's on the books right now, dog. Like, let's talk about that money.
I don't see a knockout here. I just see.
No, but listen to me. It's not about. Listen, you're not getting it. Listen to me. We bet $100. I said it's plus 1,200 for one round. You get $1,200 for one round of I'm betting $100. So now let's bet. Let me bet $500, $100 on each different round, right? What rounds am I betting on? Listen, I'm talking straight up. What rounds am I betting on to get this knockout from Joe Joyce? I got to bet on one person. Let's say I'm betting on Joe Joyce.
Late round.
So I'm betting on 7, 8, 9,
No.
10,
I'm talking
11.
10, I'm talking 10, 11 kind of rounds. I think if you're gonna bet on
Okay,
it.
so you telling me to only bet 300. You telling me to only bet 300. 10, 11, and 12, right?
Yeah.
You're making my more money by telling me that. So I'm just having a conversation with you. This is what I'm asking you. Let's talk about that money. Let's talk about that money. What rounds am I betting $100 on to make me the 1200 plus? You feel me?
Yeah. I think 10, 11, 12, I think you get more chance of someone getting TKO'd or just stopped on their stool. And more likely Chisora at that point. So yeah. I don't see it, but I don't really see a knockout in the fight.
Let's go around the panel. Let's go around the panel.
Joyce is the favorite, but Derek might catch him with something, bro. Early. Derek might catch him.
It could happen.
What
We
about
gotta
the
look at the
cartilage on
bets.
Joyce's face? Could it open up?
I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see what the second Zhang knockout did to him. If it's
It was
just
a bad
completely
knockout,
taken.
man. See, that's what people. What was it? Second round? Was it
Yeah, it was
second or
early.
third?
Third round.
Third, yeah.
Third round. Hey, listen, that was brutal, man. That was a brutal knockout, bro.
So we'll see how he takes big shots now.
What people ain't taking into account, right?
He's gun shy as well.
Forget the knockout. Forget the knockout, right? Look how tentative he is in that Zhang fight. Look how tentative he is, right?
Even in the Cash Ali fight, he was gun shy.
Yeah, because he took some big shots in the first fight and just completely busted up his face.
It fucked him up the first fight, bro. He didn't want to fight. Like, you can see. Like, Zhang, in the rematch, Zhang was fucking with him. Zhang said, "How's your eye, Joe?" Did you see that? He was like, "How's your eye?" Yeah. He didn't want to fight, bro. Sometimes fighters feel obligated to take early rematches. But he had no business going back in there with him.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted that.
Yeah, he had no business going back in there. That was bad.
That first fight took him by surprise because I remember going into he was talking about Joshua, he was talking about all sorts of other things. He was almost overlooking Zhang going into that. And the beating he took in there, I don't think he expected that. And it must have thrown him off completely to go right back in there.
But the rematch, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. He clearly weren't ready. They tried to put it down to weight. Oh, he came in too light. What kind of what the heck?
Well, he's been coming in heavy ever since.
Come out of Britain an excuse like that. He was too light.
He came in lighter because he didn't want to take those shots. But
He got caught, and I predicted the exact punch. I predicted it on this channel when Beats predicted it, I believe, as well. We knew that it wasn't going to be a left hand. We knew it was going to be the right hook, and sure enough, it was the right hook. We saw it like easy. It was like the easiest thing to see.
The scary thing about the first fight. Anyone who watched the first fight and thought, "Oh well, all Joyce has to do is get his weight down and make some adjustments," he was getting beaten up in there. He proved he was the better boxer, the better technician, and he proved it.
Yeah, he just
all the way through.
Yeah,
and then people trying to tell me that Joyce was getting back into it.
Nah.
I'm like, oh my!
Because I was there in the arena watching the first fight. Yeah.
Oh,
when you heard Zhang punch him, like the sound was it was noticeably different from the other heavyweights.
Yeah.
Like you can see Joyce's face after the first one is like the very first punch that landed on him in the first fight. I could see his face clearly, and it was like, "Oi, no one warned me that it was gonna be like this." That's how he was looking.
Jesus Christ!
To fight someone like Zhang, you need a way better. See Wilder and Joyce, the defense is just ugly to fight Zhang. Ugly defensive fighters to fight Zhang. Horrible stuff.
Yeah, he'll pick you off. He will.
Yeah, too good.
Like Wilder in the build up for the. When you doing that spinning thing in your training, I can't get that out of my head, bro. That fucks my brain.
Zhang made him do a mandatory spin in the fight.
Spinning move, bro.
Zhang made him do a spin in the fight, spun him around.
Let me ask the question, yeah?
Practice me.
Can Wilder come back?
I don't think so.
No.
I think
he was too high up. He was too high up. He was too dangerous. Everybody knew who Wilder was. Everybody knew what he was about. Everybody was scared of him, and now that shit is completely shattered. You didn't lose it like other fighters lost it. Let's say a Mike Tyson. You didn't lose it that way. You completely fell off the cliff. You plummeted. You didn't go gradually into the night. You plummeted, dog. Nah,
Yeah.
you can't.
It's too much.
Nah.
There's too many people he's gonna have to come through, and they're gonna look at him like food. And I don't know if he has the heart for it, so I don't think
he actually caught Jang with a good shot before he got caught himself. You know? I was watching it the other.
This is what we talk about errors.
Right,
that was his best round.
Yeah,
until he got caught.
But this is why we talk about errors. His error when he came up, when he had to dig deep and really fight to become something. His error, they were smaller, punk ass heavyweights. He's fighting Bermain Stavern to get the title. He's not fighting monsters. These niggas is, you got Philip Hergovic, you got Zhang, you got monsters roaming around the heavyweight division. Daniel Dubois, Anthony Joshua, Ajit Kabayel. This is a different kind of monster. Ajit Kabayel is a real problem. You got Jared Anderson. You got beasts running around the division. This shit is different now. It's real bad. You don't have enough to build yourself back. Left in, you got Zilly Zang. You got monsters running
there's
around
too much
the division.
like hot contenders for Wilder now, isn't it? There's probably
like dog, they'll eat you alive. You got real men in the division now. It's not like it was when Eric Molina and Johan Dohapas. It's not like that no more. This is what I'm talking about. Fury and Wilder from a different era. They from a different time in the sport. They not from this Anthony Joshua shit where everybody's a monster. They not like that.
Ajit Kabayel's worse for your liver than flipping alcohol abuse.
So he's the most dangerous motherfucker in the entire division.
That guy's
coming through. This nigga's the most dangerous motherfucker in the entire heavyweight division.
A little problem.
So I'm one of the few people. I'm one of the few people who's got Jared Anderson beating Bacoli, but a lot of people think Bacoli's going to beat him.
Yeah, I'm with you, Beats. I'm with you.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I know Bacoli is a problem, but I can't support Bacoli in no way, shape, or form. Or I hate Bacoli. His reason why is because he has no respect for the sport.
Haven't you seen they're calling him the world sparring champion now?
Yeah, I can't stand Bacoli.
He beat down everyone in sparring.
Don't get me started on Martin Bacoli.
I need to see that sparring footage, but he seems like a legend.
How's everyone got that fight? I'm gonna go for Jared to pull it out. How's everyone? What's everyone else's pick?
I'm gonna wait for the press conference to see where Jared's mindset is.
Okay.
How does it finish? Beats. How does it finish?
I don't know. That I haven't brought down.
I don't have a prediction for the fight at all. I'll say Bacoli, maybe, but yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I'm saying Jared 8th round stoppage.
Jared 8th round stoppage.
Yeah.
I like that fight though. I like that fight.
I love that fight.
They're saying if he beats Bacoli, that it could be Wilder next. That'd be a good. Actually, that's the kind of American fight I'd love to see. Even though I know Wilder's a bit fit. He needs a tune-up before he fights.
Wilder does not need to go in there with Jared Anderson after the last couple of fights.
He needs a tune-up, man.
He's gonna get knocked the fuck out.
A couple of fights.
He's gonna get knocked the fuck out. Wilder's starting to show CTE is what Wilder's starting to show.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a bit too vicious for him to go straight back into.
Yeah, not with that young boy hitting like that, fast like that. Hell no.
Yeah.
What about Hergovic? Can Hergovic come back?
He can, but man, I mean, his form's been poor for a while. Like, it's not been good. Like, his performance has been unimpressive. And he's just taking a loss now.
My biggest issue with Hergovic is, and I think it's the same issue that all of y'all have with him as well. This is a sport of a fighter. You gotta be a fighter. You're a go-getter. You're a monster. You're a beast. Hergovic got a lackadaisical attitude towards the sport.
Yeah.
Like, he be in the ring like he's just chilling, like he's smoking a cigarette, standing outside the office building. Like, what the fuck are you doing, my nigga? Like, he be like,
you know what?
he be weird. Like,
his conditioning against Dubois wasn't impressive to me, man.
Remember, he was getting hit by Zhang, and he was just turning his head and walking away and just walking off. Remember?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think too relying on his chin.
Like, get
Probably
the
a bit.
fuck up. Like, what's
Dubois
up, man?
walked for him way too easy. Walked for him way too easy.
You ain't
Yeah,
no
I
Mike
think
Tyson. You ain't no Sugar Ray Leonard. You ain't got no go get about you. Like, go
I
get
think he's
it.
just. I think he's
Especially
picked up bad habits because of his chin.
he established that jab in that right hand. There's no way he should have walked for him that easy. There's no way.
Yeah.
He just man. But
He
he did.
should have stopped
I think,
Daniel Dubois right there at the end of his fucking right hand.
yeah,
What are you
I
doing?
think.
Like, you just falling asleep? What are you doing? Like, what the fuck? Like, seriously,
I
like,
think
what are you?
he
Are
shell
you just
shocked in the
sleep?
ring, you know. I think he was a bit shell shocked that Daniel came for him like that.
Yeah, I think he got confidence from sparring.
Yeah. I think Daniel broke him. Man. Daniel broke
Yeah,
him.
Dan just came ferocious.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's thinking about 10 years ago.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't realize this is the sport of boxing? This shit is grown men come, like, wake up, Doug. What the fuck are you doing? Like, that's what it seemed like. It seemed like he fell asleep in class. Like,
Yeah,
what
he's
the
been a
fuck?
bit. He's been underwhelming for a few fights. Going
Hey.
into that one.
Sorry to keep going back and forth, but if Jared Anderson loses, what's next up for American heavyweight boxing if he loses?
It's fucked. It's fucked.
I don't know.
It's over.
I don't know.
It's over.
I don't know. What's Jermaine Franklin doing?
It might be down to Jermaine Franklin or Richard Torres.
No, we need a phenom. A phenom will come. You know, Beats. You know how it goes. A phenom will come, but we need one, and we don't have one right now. There might be one somewhere we don't know about, but there's always one in lurking. Right now, you got to be careful. America is the nation of the obese, so you might have a monster come out of somewhere. Let's be a
Should
beast.
be a lot of fighters then.
No, I'm just telling you how the cycle of things occur. You out of nowhere, you get a monster that comes out of nowhere. Nobody saw Tyson coming. They was all talking about Floyd Patterson because Floyd Patterson was the youngest heavyweight champion, and then they came to Customado's house and did the interview, and Customado was talking about the young kid he had in the back, 16 years old, Mike Tyson. And then Mike Tyson it always
came
comes
out of nowhere. He literally came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he come out of nowhere. You know what I mean? So it comes, it happens, but it's going to take a little time. We don't know what's brewing.
We need one, and this Moses Atama is probably next up. We need one.
Yeah,
so maybe
he's fighting tonight. Yeah, he's got Maris Wack. You know what I mean?
I'm rooting for him. I don't know how they gonna get him in there. Right now, they got a chance right now. See, it's fucked up. He got a chance right now. He could fight Daniel Dubois for the heavyweight championship of the world. Daniel Dubois got the championship and is in the motherfucking Queensberry, just like him. They could do it right now.
Hey, if he looks good against Wack, I think they're going to be forced to fast track him, man. Like probably into the winner of Wardley and Fraser Clark.
Yeah,
you think? I think he wins that fight. Wardley is the only problem.
Who wins the rematch?
If it's Fraser Clark, he beats Fraser Clark.
You think Wardley wins it? Yeah.
Yeah, Wardley wins that fight, and I think he fights Wardley, and that's a hard fight.
It depends on that nose, though. That nose it seems to be busting pretty easy.
I mean, that was a tactical fight.
It don't matter. His heart is amazing. Wardley
it's a taxing. I think it's going to be who physically comes back better from that fight because that was taxing.
It was taxing. It was very taxing.
And if you give the winner of that second fight, it's that a hard one again to Moses Atama, they might just get wiped out.
Yeah, 100% beautiful, beautiful right there. Moses Atama is a little too fast, a little too heavy-handed, a little too good, man. He's a prodigy for real. He's the real deal. People don't want to admit that, but he got a chance of breaking Mike's record, yo. I've been watching this kid, paying attention. The way he put his hands together is a little
too good.
He good, man. I mean,
pretty good, man. Moses, he looks pretty good. He looks pretty good. Early days, though, man. I mean, we haven't seen him take one of the whiskers. We ain't seen no one try to push him back really yet. So I mean,
Pretty good. We rooting for him over here. We rooting for him, even though we don't want nobody to break Mike's record, but still in all, if somebody actually got the balls to try to do it, we rooting for you.
It'd be very hard for him to do it. It'd be very hard for him to break that record. Very hard.
Well, the scenario is there. I think it's if Dubois can beat Joshua, then they would probably try that. I don't know if Joshua wins. I don't think that you'd get a Joshua Itama. I think it'd be Joshua probably looking for Fury.
Yeah. You're not gonna get it. But what I was saying was that because in house right now in Queensberry, they could make that fight. If it wasn't for the Joshua fight right now, Daniel Dubois has the heavyweight championship of the world. They can make that fight right now.
Then if Joyce wins, they're gonna try and push Joyce into something as well. Tonight.
They could break Tyson's record right now. That shit is crazy. They have the ability to do so.
Or they just need Usyk
to he's 19. Yeah, Mike was 20. Patterson was 21.
Mike was 20, but he's 20 in I think it was like 4 months or something like that. Most of the time, might just make it if he could get the Daniel Dubois fight. But Daniel Dubois might get sent to hell.
Wow.
It's true. He might get sent to hell. We don't know. You gotta see.
Yeah, they said Joshua was knocking out sparring partners and stuff. They say he looks scary. Well, one of the sparring partners said you can't trade with him. That's what he said.
I think Joshua's I think he's in his best mindset right now. Whatever he's doing with Ben Davidson, they clicked, and I think he's found what works for him at this age.
What is it about Ben David? Is he a good coach, or is it just the right fit for Joshua?
I think it's just a communication. I think Joshua needs someone who can communicate with him well. I don't think it's anything too much technically that he's changed for me. He's just focusing on the right things, and just the information he's given to Joshua's taken on board.
I think everything you said was 100% correct, but I think there is something a little special with it. There's a little special with it. I think they criticized Ben Davidson for being like a gym coach, a gym teacher. Remember John Fury? He's just a gym teacher.
Yeah,
and all that bullshit. But he's not. When you listen to this guy speak about boxing, he's extremely detailed and on point like a motherfucker. This guy is very smart and intelligent. But I think there's something special between him and Joshua that's just clicking. Because Joshua right now, I ain't going front. He's a problem.
I'm looking at that.
Bizzle says Moses versus Johnny Fisher. Is Johnny Fisher ready for Moses?
No, Johnny is not ready for Moses.
It might be a different kind of bush.
Johnny Fisher is not ready for Moses. That would be a bad match.
Yeah, nah. I think it's the communication between Davidson and Joshua. Even the dynamic. You see the dynamic that Davidson and Fury had. It was all like jokey and pally. The way these two are, it's not even that. They don't even look like they're friends. It looks like it's all business between Joshua and.
Sometimes
they look closer than.
Sometimes it's the best way.
I think it's working.
Yeah, because sometimes, like they say, if a coach gets too attached to the fighter, then you won't always push him into precarious situations. But if you're detached, you might just say, "Okay, I've trained you to do that," and then you know what I mean? Like you can be building a monster, literally.
Because I think Joshua ended up having a good relationship with Derek James, but almost like you didn't want to let him down. Showing up in the ring. But with Davidson, it's very detached and it's very business. And Davidson almost talks about it.
I don't think Derek James is as good of a coach as Ben Davidson. I think I'm very critical of these coaches. I don't believe in this coach I just said. I don't fuck with him. Like, I don't think he's that good. To be perfectly honest, I think Ben Davidson is way better, way more technical, way more on point.
Like Derek James, man. Spence
Derek James
smashed
not that
up last year. Then Ryan, he couldn't flip and hold on to it for like PEDs. And then we saw what happened to Frank Martin. He got destroyed. He done pretty well in the fight.
Yeah, he did quite well until he got caught up with. But
you got to be aware of these coaches that got athletic fighters, and you just think, they're the most amazing coach because they fighter is winning. That's all bullshit. That's all smoke and mirrors. Once they athleticism slips, you see the real skill set, and the skill set was never there.
I think the best advert for Ben Davidson is Lee Wood, because that's been a big jump.
Yeah. He had it from domestics, isn't it? Like, yeah,
100%.
Like, yeah,
And he wasn't really like talked about like to be a world champion like that. And he
he wasn't, man. Like, who did he lost to Jazza Dickens, and I'm not saying that's the worst thing, but
yeah,
I think he's got lost to Jazza and a couple of and McDonald. Is it not Jamie? Is it Jamie McDonald's brother? He lost to him.
He's having a tough losses at domestic level when he's come out and been a world champion and improved.
Turn it around. He's come back from some setbacks. Remember when he got caught by the Mexican and he was winning the fight?
Then he lost that one. He's very confident for the rematch.
Lara. He
come back and scored him in the rematch.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he boxed the beauty in the rematch, man. He boxed a nice fight. It's a nice fight. I don't know how Josh Warrington is getting a shot against Kakache. I don't know how that works out.
Josh Warrington seems to be like a default shot at that weight class. He seems to just keep getting title shots.
You know why they're giving him a title shot though, isn't it? Like, because he sells a lot of tickets, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's financially viable. But
he's going to bring enough people from Leeds to Wembley. That's what it is.
But he just I've seen him lose a few, and he's always there for a title shot.
Yeah,
and even with that rematch where he got away with the draw because of the cuts or something in the end. I think he got away with that one because I could have.
And he got knocked out in his last fight, innit? Lee Wood knocked him out in his last fight, and he's getting a world title shot. Got knocked out.
Yeah.
Beats, I got one for you real quick. Who you got when Andy Ruiz and Jarrell Miller?
Andy Ruiz was in terrible shape, man.
I did say Jarrell Miller from like, I don't know. Andy's just so inactive, man. He's just so inactive. I don't know what Andy's going to turn up.
I think it's going to be a poor Andy performance, but he'll win on points.
Who you got, Beats?
I think Jarrell Miller wins it, you know.
All right, let's send it through the panel. Who everybody else got?
Yeah, I'm going Andy on points, but a poor, very like underwhelming performance. Like nothing impressive.
What are these other two guys on the panel? Are they just
I got Ruiz. I got Ruiz winning.
You got Ruiz winning by what?
When did he last
fight?
Probably
on points. When
did he last fight, man?
It was the Ortiz fight.
Almost 2 years.
He's like
long time back, man. A long time back.
Almost.
Andy Ruiz has only had 2 fights since 2019. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Has he had like 2 fights since the Joshua fight?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So there you go. He's very inactive. But yeah, I'm gonna go for him. I think his skills just. Yeah, I think the skill set is a bit. Miller's quite basic, man, and he's off the PEDs. So
I wonder if he can take them rabbit punches.
Ooh, from Andy rabbit punch, yeah.
Yeah,
he does.
Miller doesn't particularly hit hard either. Like I don't think he's gonna get Ruiz out of there. So I think
he's gonna outwork him. He's gonna outwork him.
He's gonna outwork him. I think Ruiz is gonna probably land better quality shots and just get a little. Yeah, you know.
If Ruiz gets tired, he's in trouble. If Miller gets lackadaisical, he's in trouble. Because man, Andy Ruiz hands is no joke.
Yeah, it's the hands. It's the hands that's gonna be the problem.
No joke, baby.
when Miller's not gonna be able to stay out of range, he's gonna have to be swarming.
Yo,
the style kind of matches Ruiz. Like someone that's coming at him, so Ruiz is he's not gonna have to move around and look for him. He's gonna be able to get the shots off.
This guy lights you the fuck up, man. He ain't no joke. He got a good punch variation too. He's like a Canelo. He has a very good punch variation. He could, man. You don't want to be in front of Andy Ruiz and you slow or stupid.
I can even factor in the damage that Miller took in that Dubois fight. They could actually be a late stoppage from Ruiz in this. if Miller's actually taken some punishment.
Yeah, okay. You go. All right. Please stop. I don't know. I know he gonna get lit up though. I know Jarrell
Yeah.
Miller's gonna get hit hard, bad, fast.
Yeah,
He's gonna throw a lot of punches. I don't know about how hard they're gonna be. It took him a while to knock out Australian guy.
he's not a hard puncher. He just
Lucas.
like wears him down.
He said the knockout. He said he's taking a lot of punches.
Lucas Brown.
What's his name? Brown.
Lucas Brown.
Lucas Brown. Yeah.
Yeah, Lucas
It took
Brown.
him about 6 rounds. They were just standing in front of each other throwing punches.
He just wears you down. That's all it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he can't stand in front of Ruiz like that and throw punches.
No, that's what I mean. Ruiz is going to use you like a punch bag.
Well,
or a speed bag.
he actually can, and that's what he's going to do, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like, if someone
he has
can
to
actually
try.
get Andy down, then Andy's in trouble.
Yeah.
They can close the leverage on his hand speed, then Andy's in trouble in terms of losing rounds.
Yeah.
And if he throws a lot of body shots, he might be able to.
I like the fight, man. Good fight. It's a good fight. It's a good fight.
But I don't know how serious Ruiz is about his career, man. I think even if he does win this, there's not really much to look forward to with him.
But they both.
No, that
both
Saudi
tough
money
guys.
is nothing to laugh at.
It's just
that both of them are actual tough guys. Like they truly, they not the men that's gonna break. They gonna stand up. I give them that respect. You feel me? They like real monsters of men. They're gonna stand up to it. So we gonna see who break first. I don't think nobody gonna break. It might just be a war.
You think there's gonna be any knockdowns?
Nah.
No.
If there is a
knockdown, he's too big to get down. I think he's too big to get down. Very hard to pick yourself up when you're 333 pounds.
It's just if you get it's true.
Like, you're not getting back up.
Hey, but the thing is, though, if Miller loses the weight, he might actually hit harder.
I think he will hit harder if he lose weight. If he was 280, he hit a lot harder.
Yeah, it's supposed to be more dynamic, but I don't know. I don't see it.
You're not getting back up after 333 pounds.
You can't get no real speed in these punches if you weigh 300, nearly 400 pounds.
Yo, we seen Joe Joyce couldn't get back up after Zilly Zhang. It wasn't because the punch was just that great. You're just too big to get back up. You 280, 290. You too big to get back up, dog.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That's a lot to get up off the floor.
You're bullying them right now.
Y'all laughing, but that shit is the truth.
You're weight bullying them, man. Leave them alone.
Yeah, weight, but they say like Schofield Senior said that Tank used to weigh up to 12.
Yeah,
light heavy out of camp.
What?
Like
light heavy?
That's BS, man. That's BS.
That's like 180.
Why is it BS though?
Isn't Tank like 5'2"?
He's like 5'5".
No, he's big.
175 or 5'5".
That Muhammad Kawi used to fight at light heavy. He was about 5'6".
Yeah, he was like his frame was a lot bigger though, wasn't it, than Tank's?
Yeah,
a little, much bigger.
Yeah, much bigger than Tank's.
Much bigger because we saw when he never weight trained against Foreman. Tank ain't nowhere near that big.
Tank is I don't know if you could carry around 175 healthy.
Dwight fought George Foreman, man.
That's what I'm saying. Tank ain't nowhere near that.
And he was lighting George up. He's 5'6.5". 5'6.5".
Dwight's a bit of a freak though, isn't he? Like physically.
He's real. He's
different.
You shouldn't be a light heavyweight at that height.
He should be a fucking running back.
He was a light heavyweight and cruiserweight champion. Hey, he arguably beat Evander Holyfield in their first fight. He didn't get the decision.
Holyfield said that was the one fight he was afraid of. Yeah. Not the Tyson one, that one.
I thought I had Holyfield winning though. I had Holyfield winning.
It was a split decision, man. Split decision. Yeah. Holyfield started burning muscle. His liver was on fire.
He lost a lot of weight in that fight.
Yeah. He nearly died. He nearly died.
Skillful fighter, actually. One of my favorites to watch highlights of Muhammad Kawi.
Very skillful, man. Very skillful. Yeah.
But you said he learned it in prison as well. He wasn't like an amateur background. Like,
Yeah, he fought in the railway prison system. He beat James Scott. Yeah.
so he didn't have any amateur background at all.
But he
Or was he?
he was an inmate in railway. But when he fought James Scott, he visited. He was out of prison and he fought James Scott in prison and beat him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
But didn't they used to have professional fighters in prison?
Yeah, James Scott used to fight from
Yeah.
prison in railway. He beat Eddie Mustafa Muhammad in the prison, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was ranked. He was actually ranked when he was in prison. You know what I mean?
But wasn't the other crazy guy? What's his name? Jumbo Cummins. Didn't he also fight from prison as well?
I don't think I don't think he did. He might have done. I'm not sure. I know he used to push some big weights. I don't know if he had some records in the gym or something. You know what I mean? That guy, he had a serious physique. Cummins, boy, he was built like a tank.
Sounds like a crazy era, man. This guy's fighting out of prison.
Yeah. He had a few fights in there. He fought Jerry Martin. He lost that one. He beat Yaki Lopez. This is when he was a contender. Jerry Celestine. He had a few fights in the prison, man.
Didn't he beat Thing's son as well?
Huh?
He beat Fraser's son, didn't he?
Oh, Marvis.
Whose son?
Did he beat Marvis, Fraser?
Who are we talking about? James Scott?
No, I'm saying did Cummins beat Fraser's son?
No, he fought Fraser himself in Fraser's last fight. He fought Joe.
Yeah.
He fought to a draw, yeah. He fought to a draw in his last fight.
And he also had Thing out on his feet as well.
Yeah, he did. He did. If Harry Gibbs didn't hold him up, he would have went down, man. Frank would have went down.
Referee saved him.
Caught him on the belt. Big shot, bro. Big hefty shot. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Crazy,
I'll never forget that, man. He caught Bruno on the belt. He was out on his feet. Literally out on his feet. Literally out on his feet. You know? Yeah.
Man.
All right, fellas. Any more topics before we get? Cause I'm gonna get out and start cooking soon. Cause
you going live for the fight?
I haven't got thing, man. I haven't got TNT, so I don't want to use any streams and do it. I want to have a proper stream, so probably not.
But
I wouldn't mind going
pubs
live.
anyway.
No, I ain't going to a pub, man.
You got to streaming might have to.
I don't even know. I don't know, man. I don't know how pubs are. They probably will show it. Chisel Joyce, they probably will show it.
Just tell me real quick, Beats. Who we going with for Anderson versus Bacoli? Who we going with? We going for Anderson?
I picked Anderson.
I'm picking it. What are we going for? What stoppage? What?
I haven't broken that down. I need time to break that down. Break that down.
Come on, man. I'm trying to.
I'm not going to go off the cuff. I need to look at it and weigh it up a little. You know what I mean?
I
might have change my mind because everyone's going for Bacoli, bro.
Yeah, because Bacoli's a big monster. That's all his hands.
What's the prediction for tonight, though? I've got Joyce.
Joe Joyce should win. It'd be a huge upset.
What round?
I'm going Joyce points. I'm going Joyce and points.
Points.
Points. What is this bullshit? Points.
Joyce by stoppage at some point.
I'm trying to make some money. Y'all
gases too much now.
If Chisora gonna get a stoppage, it might come earlier than like 5 or 6. If Chisora gets a stoppage, if Joyce gets a stoppage, probably late, where it's a TKO or something. Where if Chisora just catches Joyce with something that his chin just can't keep up with anymore.
Yeah, to the Copend and Wizards. Yeah, there is. I think there is a 7 o'clock, probably on BBC iPlayer would be the best place to catch that. There is an Olympic fight on today, 7 o'clock, I believe.
Yeah, I think the Is it featherweights? The women's and the men's.
But I don't know who's fighting. I don't know what weight or anything. Ain't got none of the info.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, Miller just a pillow-fisted volume puncher, says FBA. Yeah, man. All right, listen, people. It's been good, man. It's been good. It's been good.
They got beats
Peace.
later on.